Paoli is a scholar of the Catholic Church at Villanova University. He joined the show today from Dublin.
This is a group that started in the early 1970s as a form of dissent against the modernizing reforms of the Second Vatican Council. And this group became a breakaway group in 1988 when they ordained 4 bishops without the permission of the Pope, which carries an automatic penalty of excommunication. So this is not the first time today, it was actually the second time. It's a déjà vu, but in a different context compared to 1988.
And what are the policies that you would kind of underscore of the Vatican on which this group really disagrees?
This group has, since the beginning, a very strong disagreement and a formally stated rejection of the reforms of the Second Vatican Council.
Remind us of the Second Vatican Council and what conclusions they came to.
Vatican II was the biggest assembly in church history in these last 400 years. And decided on a series of big reforms. And so we have some reforms that are symbolical, like, for example, the celebration of the Mass in the vernacular language and not in Latin anymore. But there are other deeper and more important doctrinal issues that were decided at Vatican II. For example, the official rejection of anti-Semitism by the Catholic Church. The idea that there are other religions and they are not the work of the devil, that there are non-Catholic Christians and they are part of God's plan too. So all these reforms that really changed the position of the Catholic Church vis-a-vis the modern world. And this small group, slowly but increasingly, they started manifesting their dissent against all these teachings of the Second Vatican Council, and they say that actually all these teachings of the Second Vatican Council are not Catholic.
I mean, fundamentally, it sounds like what you're saying is that Vatican II wanted to modernize the Church, and the Society of St. Pius X, are they wanting to keep the Church in the past?
Yes and no. Yes, because they are a very anti-modern group, but no, because they are not just saying we should not accept modernity. They have decided that a very particular form of Catholicism, which was the 19th century French Catholicism, is the only Catholic form. And all the rest, whether it's in early Christianity, early centuries, or today, these are not Catholic enough.
So how significant do you see where this rift is today with the ordination of these bishops?
It's significant because this doesn't happen every day. It happens rarely in church history. It's important not because this is a big group, this is a very small group, but it's important because they have become less French-centered and more global. One of these 4 bishops that was ordained is from the United States, actually. And the real problem for Catholicism, especially in some countries, is how many Catholics that are obedient to the Pope are sympathizers of this group. I mean, how many don't want to break away from Rome, but they say or state publicly that actually this group has some valid points.
I was of the understanding that the infallibility of the Pope was integral to Catholic doctrine. How does this group square a conservative stance with a break with the Pope and his positions?
That's a very good point. So they say that all the popes since the Second Vatican Council, so since 1962, they're not really Catholic because all these popes, they have approved Vatican II and they have confirmed those teachings. So they literally think that they are more Catholic than the Pope and more Catholic than the 1.3